So good evening, everyone. Welcome to session 3 of the Leadership Academy. There's a few people coming in the waiting room. Let's let them in. So yes, I've got a few things to just touch base with really tonight, and then anything that you guys want to talk about. It will only be short again, as normal. Try and keep this just about half an hour, because I'm really bored of hearing myself speak today, if I'm honest. As much as and my bum is aching from sitting in this chair for too long. So okay, hi Deb, how are you? You all right?
Yeah, fine, thank you. Fine.
Evening, Chris.
I've got a question for you after.
Okay.
Later.
I've seen Chris lots today, on yesterday. Chris has been on all my fast starts, and he's very good because he keeps putting things in the chat to remind me that I've forgotten about to say. So thank you, Chris, for that. No, it's very good.
Brilliant.
The two fast starts, the one I did today and the one I did last night, I would say are probably worth a watch.
Definitely.
You know, I was very on form, very inspired and wired, and yeah, lots of good stuff. It wasn't following the fast start plan like we're taught to, which I know I'm bad, because it should be all about duplication. But sometimes I just like to run with it. And I've just, Soraya, that was on yesterday, I've just done a meeting with her, signed her up, helped her sign herself up as her first customer, but she was absolutely buzzing, and she's got her name, she's on it, you know, and all that. So it worked. And I think, Vanessa, you had a meeting with Jan, didn't you?
Janet.
Today.
Yeah, so Jan was on yesterday, and I sent you a message saying what she said. She said she's so inspiring. So that was you know, it's just she was absolutely buzzing, really happy.
Brilliant. And then she signed up her first partner this morning, didn't she? In the first appointment, first partner. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? So,
yeah, really pleased.
Are those recorded, those meetings? Yes,
I've put them in the group earlier today, Claire. They're in there, both of them.
Okay.
So in theory, they should be the same, but they're not the same. So they're
well, they never are. You've got different people on them.
Yeah, different people and just different sort of content. And I think doing the power of 5 is really powerful with new people, because I think we forget that, and we're not giving people the big vision early enough, which is why people stop when, you know, too easily. They get knocked out too easily because they haven't got that big vision of that passive income coming in, because we talk too much about customer bonus now, you know, and money now, and not giving them that, sowing the seed of what can happen in the future. So it was really powerful doing the power of 5. I just got them to write it down. I had nothing on the screen. I just said, write down 5, 25, you know, you'll see it if you watch the training, but it was good. So I know she's not here, but I want to say well done to Jane for a massive recruiting splurge, and hoping to hear from her at the team meeting on Monday. And brilliant. Some of this, you know, the whole point of this Leadership Academy is not about me talking all the time. This is about encouraging you lot to step up a little bit into leadership, you know, and to start to take the reins a little bit, really. And so therefore, on Monday night, which is the team meeting, I would really love it if I could have 2 volunteers out of the people that are here now to do a little slot at the team meeting. Sorry, Bandra wants to go out. There we are. I gave you time then. I walked to the door back, and no one volunteered. So I'll have
what?
All right. Oh yeah. Well done, Jodie. Well done, Jodie.
On what? What do you want it on?
Right. So Jodie, can you just do a slot on sort of keeping hold of the rope, and how, you know, you have put the business, so as in, even though you've put the business up and down a bit because life's got in the way, and, you know, you've got a really busy job and everything else, how you found that you can pick it back up, you know, and by just putting in a bit of activity, you have this month, you know, had your best customer gathering month already. Would that be all right?
Yeah.
That would be really useful, I think. Ros, what would you like to do a bit on?
I think where I can get people to understand is the importance of the passive income, because I mean, I've been having that month in, month out for 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the importance of getting to that 50 is so important.
It is, absolutely, yeah. So I think I
first put my hand up. I'm not a high flyer, but it covers my utility bills, it covers my council tax, a few other things. Okay, I use it for skiing, that's beside the point. But those zeros were broken every month.
Yeah, actually,
work.
do that, Ros. Do the break the zero.
Yeah.
Okay, break the zero and how it's worked for you. That'd be really brilliant, actually, because a lot of them won't have heard that concept at all.
No, and I mean, I'm more than happy to say it totals in excess of £25,000.
Yeah.
If I'd stored it in a bank, which I should have done, instead of going skiing, it would have come up, it would have added up to well over 25 grand. Well, that is quite a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, isn't it, for a little part-time thingy? Absolutely.
Off a small handful of customers. It's not very many.
Brilliant. Okay, so it just, 10 minutes each. Think about what you want to say. That'd be absolutely amazing. All right, 5.5 minutes, Jodie. If that's awesome. That's really awesome, and that's what would be good for people to start just doing little bits. It doesn't have to be a lot, and it's much more valuable for them to hear from other people, not just me. That is so valuable. It's those little testimonials and all that really have an impact.
You are not to nick the socks.
I was just telling a dog off. Anyway, okay. So what have I put here? Couple of things then that we need to be really pushing. Again, I'm going to keep saying this right up until the day. Power Up bookings are lousy from our team.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what the really disappointing thing is, you're all booked. Okay, but it's not about you. I know, like Jodie said this morning, she's hardly got any tea, but when I look down, there's only one new partner booked out of our whole team, and that's Laura. Well done, Julie, because you and her we did a 3-pronged attack on Laura, and she's gone and she's booked accommodation, she's come in, and I've had a good meeting with her today. So that's amazing. So, that is brilliant. But actually, Soraya, who I've just spoken to, is buzzing about it. She's going to book a ticket, which is really good. So she's in your team, Barry, isn't she? No, she's not, sorry. That's the one. Val, I'm getting confused. Val signed up, Soraya. She's in Liz's team. So she's going to come, which is really good. But, people don't understand what it is. And I'm as guilty as anyone. I have not rung around the team like I normally do every year. And I need to pick up the bloody phone. And I just look at the list of 800 people and it just makes me want to cut my head off. But I know I've got to do it, which is why I've been trying to pass the buck as much as I can. But, they need a call. And they need a call, not just about Power Up, but about what's going on right now with the business, what's going on in the country, what they've walked away from if they're not doing anything. They really need a call, because they won't be thinking about it. They'll have their head in the sand. So that's a big thing to push. Apparently there is something big launching at Power Up. Justin has told us this evening. I'm on so many bloody leadership calls and stuff, I'm confused myself. But yeah, Power Up is going to be big. And, remember, everyone that's recruited 3 partners will actually get up on stage. I mean, that's going to be mental as well. So, really, really
I've done 2, but they've got to do their training.
Well done.
Yeah, but they've got to do their training.
Have they got to do their training for the incentive?
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I think I've signed up 3, but 2 of them have done their training. So that's fine. We've got plenty of time.
Well, one will be all right. He'll be qualified, done and dusted by then, easy. But the other one won't answer the phone or anything. And I've technically got 5 points, but I think I will probably lose all but 1.
Don't worry about that. Don't be negative. Stop focusing on what you're going to lose and start focusing on going out there and finding 3 more people. All right, there are people out there.
Yeah, and also he's lining up a lot of people to go and support mentor.
That's good. That's good. But there are people out there. Everyone in the team can bring in 3 partners between now and Power Up. I honestly believe that. Dig deeper, get your social media bit out, get into some job groups, go and look for some people that are looking. We've got an amazing opportunity. It's £10. I used to be able to recruit people for £200. People joined and paid £200. They will pay £10. We've just got to show them. So really, really focus, really absolutely make it your goal if that's something that you would like to do. But even if it wouldn't, us guys have to do that, because we can't expect our new people to do it if we're not going to do it. If we can't do it. Julie, I know you're trying really hard and I know you're working brilliantly. So don't feel despondent and don't feel like I'm having a go at you, because I'm not. Your time is going to come really soon. You are so 3 feet from gold. You are. I can see it in everything you're doing. You are so 3 feet from gold. And I know you're not going to give up, because you're resilient. But I would love to see you have some success now. So, just think, could I just send 1 more message a day? Could I just send 1 more message a day? That's all it will be. It will just be that up in your activity a little bit, and suddenly it will all fall into place, because you're doing
I've just got preliminary appointment just come in.
Brilliant.
Good.
So what am I looking at here? What else have I got here? I love Andrew did a great little talk to us all on the leadership call last night about, you know, the whole country is being told to learn to expect less this year. Everybody is being told you're not going to have any money. Don't expect a pay rise. You know, this has been like front page news. Do not expect a pay rise this year. This year's going to be tough. Expect less. What bollocks is that? No, we're not going to expect less this year. We're going to expect more this year. And we are going to go and help lots of people have more this year. All right, because that's rubbish. That's feeding people with bullshit and self-limiting beliefs and all that stuff. It's not true. We've got the answer. We've got the answer. So we've got to get out there and show them. And I think that message in itself, you know, don't think less, think more. It's almost like telling people to just not complain. It's like trying to put people in their box, get back in the box and just, you know, the country's crap and we've cocked up and Brexit didn't go to plan. We've had a big pandemic. We've spent too much money and you lot have got to just put out with it now and not complain. That's what I think that message is. And I think it's rubbish. So
it is totally.
Yeah, they're just trying to brainwash us. So we're not having that. We're going to have more. So we need to get telling people that. We've actually got the healthiest business in the UK. Utility Warehouse is probably one of the healthiest businesses in the UK. What message is that? You know, go and tell people this stuff. If you tell people this stuff, you'll have people, you know, biting your hand off to join. It's just about getting our message out there with more enthusiasm, clearer. Did you see I was really brave and I did a Facebook Live on my main Facebook thing today? Because I did Passion to Pocket this morning because I do a daily live every day, 10 a.m. in there, Passion to Pocket about stuff, which is all quite useful things. And today I started talking about lives and then I said, oh, I'm going to have to do one now, aren't I? So I went straight out of that group onto my main live. I've got 2,900 people on there now, which is just ridiculous. And that's all
on Passion to Pocket.
No, on my feed, 2,900 friends, which are not friends. You know, I only know about one of them. I only know about one or two of them. But because I've been doing all this networking, loads of people have been, you know, connecting, and I've just accepted them all. And I thought, well, you know, now's the time to tell them what I do and to start sharing it. And obviously, then I do invite them. Passion to Pocket's nearly 500 now, which is good. Only got a few more to go, so that's good. So yes, time to reignite your fire for your old teams, because if your fire's not burning, your wood is wet, you know, and all this sort of stuff. So you've just got to get back there and get on the phones and make it happen. Leadership at a time like this is about absolutely, I think, blazing the trail and, you know, being so excited people want to come and join your journey. That's what being a leader is about right now. More than anything, you know, get people following your journey and obviously go and put your arm around those that are struggling, you know, find out why they're struggling. I knew that's going to happen. You know, some simple scripts and all that, just to help people start the journey again and make sure that they really understand what we've got. So has anybody got any questions, any challenges, anything at all that they would like to ask? Or
can I just make one? I mean, like, I contacted a person today that I haven't spoken to for years, a long time, on Facebook, and oh, how are you? And immediately absolutely buzzing. I mean, fantastic time. And she was so shocked because she's used to saying how are you to people and getting a load of free misery. And we're meeting up for lunch.
Well done, brilliant.
Yeah, because brilliant. It's just automatic now. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. You know, it's been a really good time.
Yeah, that is so true.
And it is. I mean, I wake up every morning absolutely buzzing, courses and UW and life.
I know, that was what you said. What success? I asked on the Passion to Pocket, and Roz said success is waking up every morning looking forward to the day ahead, and I thought that was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's good.
I do feel a bit guilty sometimes knowing that there are people that are not having a good time, so I have to tone it down a little bit occasionally.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously there are, you know, there's stuff going on in people's lives that is not, you know, it's not good, but in terms of sort of work and money and all that, then, you know, we can help people, can't we? So it's good, you know, you've got to be the leader of your own life, and you've got to be 100% living what you're showing you can give to others. That's what I would say. So if you're not buzzing, why are they, you know, how can you make them buzz, if that makes sense? You know, you have got to be the product of the product, and you've got to be showing that you are very happy to be involved with the business and it's going well and it's doing all the things that you want it to do.
I must say that actually that's the one thing that people always say to me. They always say, God, you're so enthusiastic about it. And I think people generally sign up because they see how happy and enthusiastic about it and they truly believe in it. And that's something Ben said recently, actually. He's like, oh my God, you're so excited about it all. And I'm like, yeah, I am still 4 years, we'll be 4 years in now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, 13 years in, I always say this, I know, but I'm probably more excited now than I ever have been because I do see the opportunity. You know, we've always been competitive, we've always had good benefits, but, you know, right now, you know, when you're doing quotes and things, it's a little bit tricky because they haven't seen their increase yet, you know, so you've got to be a bit creative with what you're telling people. But you wait till May or June when they have their first bill that has gone up, you know, 50 quid a month or 100 quid a month, you know, people are going to be hurting, aren't they? They're going to be struggling. And if you can go and show them a way to pay that, you know, one customer a month, that's the bill paid, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, that's even more than a few quid off the bill.
Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
So it was just about people that had taken on kind of the variable tariff, and I think I've kind of said they can change to fixed whenever. Is that right?
If they're double gold, then yes.
If they're double gold, yeah.
Yeah, and is it just for them to keep an eye on it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's two, right? So up until this month, when the fix was coming out, you know, 50 or 60 quid a month more, most people have said, oh, you know, we're not going to go for that. And I don't really advise. But a minute ago in Soraya's case, she's paying it would be £100 on variable. I think it was £106 on variable. And our fixed was 157. But if you think about it, if it's going up 50% in April, that takes you £100 to £150, doesn't it? Help me out.
Yeah.
The math isn't great. But we know it's going up again in October, at least the same amount again. So actually fixing it now at what a variable is going to be like in only a month's time protects her from the October pay rise, doesn't it?
It's very difficult to advise. I actually switched mine in December onto the fixed.
I did.
Sort of like, I'm not sure if I should or shouldn't, but I'm so glad now that I did.
Yeah.
Mine was £30 a month more on the fixed than on the variable. But I know I'm going to resist the April and the October.
Yeah, that's really good actually.
increase.
My fixed ends the end of March. We were talking about this. So I'm like, oh, that's going to be a bit of a stinger, isn't it? But anyway, never mind. What will be, will be. I don't care because I don't pay it anyway, do I? Because you lot
People are asking.
you lot pay my energy bill anyway, so I don't care.
I've got a question.
Yes.
So had really good fast start with Lillian, and she's buzzed and rearing to go. But when it came to talking through the recommended script, she was feeling firstly that most of the people she would speak to would be face to face rather than on the phone, because that's generally how she communicates with them. And so she felt it was going to be a lot more difficult to say, you know, use the training thing without them, the people she speaks to, saying what's it all about, and you know, and she felt there needed to be a real benefit to the people she was sharing it with, not just helping her on her training, for them to agree to have a look. And I mean, the only thing I could think of really is the fallback of it's a discount club that's going to save you a load of money. But I mean, what else can people say?
I usually
where you haven't got
say-
that much control unless you drop it in right at the end, just as you're going, and it's sort of, I've really got to go, but you know, can we get together for a coffee or online or whatever? You know, so
okay, Claire, you go, what were you going to
well, what I was going to say was, what I say is, yeah, it's helping me on my training, but it will also, or could potentially have some great benefits for you too.
Yeah.
Don't expand any more than that.
Yeah.
I would agree with you, but I think you've got to have that posture and understanding of it all to be able to deliver.
Do that. Yeah, fair enough.
I would be more blatant than that at the moment, to be honest. I think, you know, if you're face to face with someone, they're not idiots, are they? And I think sometimes we're trying to treat people like an idiot if you're not going to actually tell them anything what it's about. So I would say something like, well, you know, all this stuff that's going on in the country at the moment, rising prices, inflation, it's all, you know, horrendous. Well, I've found a way to really help people with that over the next couple of months. You know, so I can Chris, I know that it's going to be well worth your while hearing me out for 15-20 minutes, because, you know, you are going to potentially miss all this horrible stuff that's coming our ways with price rises, etc. You know, it's, if you were in conversation with someone, you would say something like that, wouldn't you? You wouldn't just try and bat them off with a simple script, really.
No.
But it is about posture, and it is hard with the new people. But obviously, don't go down the gas electric providers sort of route, because then you're just going to get in a knot with questions. And if they started to ask questions more, then I would just tell her to say, look, to be honest, as I said, I'm literally in the training bit at the moment, so I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I know I'm very, very excited about what I've seen so far, and I want you to see what I've seen.
Yeah.
You know, if you just say, I'm really excited about it. You know, the first partner I signed up was my friend, who's actually group leader in my business, Sue Lebet. None of you know her because she doesn't do anything. But I remember just ran around our house with this form and a bottle of wine. There's always a bottle of wine involved, and said, oh my God, I'm doing this thing. It's so exciting. You've got to do it as well. And what's it about? Oh, well, it's just about helping people save money. But, oh, you know, we're going to make loads of money. And and she just filled the form in, 200 quid. You know, it was £199.75 to join, because it was purely because I was so excited and I wanted her to do it with me. And you know, we've sort of lost that raw enthusiasm. Should be enough with new partners to get them in front of people, really. You know, we will almost over script them, if that makes sense. It's almost like, you know, just go and tell them you've got something really exciting to share and you want to show them. You know, and see what happens. I think it's because most people are doing it by message and by phone, and you know that face-to-face is a thing long gone with the pandemic and everything as well. So see how she gets on. If she's struggling, then you know you need to dig a bit deeper and see if you can help her a bit more.
Yeah.
Good questions. Anything else? Anybody? So what was your homework?
Yeah.
Go on.
I was just going to say, are you doing some more of these fast start ones? And if so, covering that a little bit like that would be really good.
Yeah, that's fine. I will, as soon as I get another few. In fact, 2 of my newbies couldn't make either of those, so I probably am going to have to do another one soon, but I don't know whether I'll do them individually. But if I do one where I've got a few newbies, I will always post it and share it, and you can always join in. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, homework. What was homework last week? Jodie knows because she asked Julie.
Get a partner.
Yeah.
Sign up a customer or book an appointment every day.
Okay. Yes, and you messaged me, so you'd nearly done a customer a day, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Well done. So good marks. Julie and Vanessa are still the only 2 people that have done your #mystory. So that's still a thing to do.
Where does that have to be?
Into the Top Team Stars group. Into the Top Team Stars group, just #mystory and write your story with a bit of emotion in there about why you joined, what's happened and all that. Julie's and Vanessa's are absolutely brilliant. If you want inspiration, go and read them. And what great feedback you've both had. You know, it did help, and it will help some of the new partners to read that in there.
Yeah.
You know, it just makes it more personal, doesn't it? That's really good. Oh, look at that. APC appointment partner customer. Oh, well done, Chris. Like a bit of a chart.
Yeah, that's booked appointments and 1 partner so far.
Well done. Well done. Shall I show you my diary? I'm going to show off. You'll all have a fit because it's probably far too scruffy.
There's no highlighters.
I know.
Colours.
I need to do something. I haven't had time to eat this week. It's just been mad, but it's good. It's all good. I love it. It's exciting. Right, so I haven't done you tasks, but I need to do some tasks. So I was rushing on that appointment, so I didn't think about it. But I just gonna keep nagging about the whole, you know, power up ring partners. I know those have only got little teams. You might think, well, I've done that, which is fine. If you haven't got enough team to ring, then you definitely need to
more team.
Exactly. Then you definitely need to be using that time to go and find some new partners. So, you know, really the next 7 days is either finding new people or re-engaging old people and getting them to power up. It's as simple as that, isn't it? You know, that is the best use of all our time now, is just get out there and shite about it.
It's interesting because Sally Marshall has been contacting some of her team who aren't doing anything. And as a result of that, at least one has closed a position.
Well, that's fine. You know what? I would rather that though. I would literally say to them, look, you know, if you're not going to do anything, why don't you just ring partner services and close your position so that I don't bother you anymore? You know, so you're not getting all the emails. If you're not interested, close your position. And actually, in a lot of the incentives and things we do, when it's percentage of people booked and stuff, you know, essentially you're better off them cancelling, aren't you, than just sitting there as a dead thing on your system if they're really never going to do it. And if they change their mind later on, it's still only £10, isn't it, for them to start?
Yeah.
So if they're on less than 3 customers, you know, if they're on 10 or 15 customers, they're bloody mad if they cancel their position. They ought to pick it back up.
Yeah.
But if
they're only on 1 or 2,
you know, it's no big loss to anybody, is it really?
No.
Only
In
them.
the first 6 months after they close that position, they can reopen it for free as well.
Yeah, exactly. So there's still options. But if by ringing round someone it's made them close their position, I wouldn't see that as a failure at all. I would see that as a nice tidy up. And I'm quite happy for you to tidy up some of these legs where there's hundreds of people doing absolutely nothing, because it's just frustrating to look at, isn't it?
It is frustrating. It is, yeah. On the talking to people about becoming partners, particularly through the adverts, awful lot of interest, huge amount of interest, but they want paid work. They don't want commission, and no matter what I say to them, they have a mindset. They don't want commission. They want paid work. And it's really hard to break that mindset.
Well, then why did they answer? Why did they apply to that advert that says over and over again through the advert, self-employed, commission only? It says it all the way through the advert. So not only do they want paid work, but they're stupid. So we don't want them on the team anyway. No.
Yeah.
The way I answer that, though, the way I answer that, which you probably do, but you may not have thought of it, is I just say that's really interesting, because what we get is so much better than a job and being paid, because it's your business and no one can ever take it off you, but I get paid probably the same amount as you get paid for 20-30 hours a week, and I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I'm not in that position yet to say that.
Doesn't matter though, you don't have to be. You don't have to be in that position to say, okay, that's interesting, so what is it about a job that makes you feel it's so secure? Ask them that question. What is it about a job that makes you feel that's so secure? Because what we get is residual income that comes in, month out, whether you work or not, that nobody can take away from you. And I have turned people around from that, Claire. I won't take that, you see. I won't take that. I won't take it as a no. I just say,
I often say you can fit this in around a paid job. You can do it as well.
You can say that as well, you know. And I would say I would never, you know, tell you to give up your job to do this, because this can be a bolt-on income, and most people do it as a bolt-on income. However, there is no such thing as a secure job. There's no such thing.
No, I know.
Is there? You know, so they're bonkers. But again, if they're very closed mindset and they're not open, and you know,
do we want them in the team anyway?
Yeah, that's fine. But keep going. I mean, the leads are so interesting, how some people have got loads from it, some haven't. And that's not any reflection on you. It's a bit like a lottery, because I get them into my inbox. So I've got the list of you lot that are in the campaign. I get them into my inbox and I just go, you know, next. next. I don't even look at them. So it is a bit of a lottery, isn't it? It's a bit of, you know, the ones you get sent, some are going to be really good and some aren't going to be good. But obviously, if you're staying in it for long enough, it will work out. It will.
Of course
it will come out. Yeah.
And
it's good.
It's actually, it's from a point of view of somebody who is being less active at the moment, which I am for various other reasons. It's actually been really good, because it's made sure I have done something every day.
Yeah, I think that as well. I think it gives you a little
feeling
of abundance.
Just keeps you in.
Yeah, you've got someone to talk to, but like, you know, I always say don't rely on them, because that's
no.
But I know you've got a lot going on, Claire, at the moment. So yeah, it's fine. You're not in trouble. Brilliant. Okay, if you've got nothing else burning, so literally it is just going to be, you know, hit the phones, new partners, old team, just do whatever you can to move those group numbers, you know, of yours between now and then. We've got some really exciting, Jodie's, you know, really getting close to senior team leader, which is amazing. You know, there's some really great stuff coming through the team. Ray's really close. Really,
I know he is. If I could get to my 50, you'll be even closer.
Exactly. So, you know,
actually, can I just ask one question?
Yes.
sending links to people from the CVs and things. I've got myself into a muddle now. I've got too many links that I'm trying to send. Which one would anyone suggest that I send, as if I'm only sending one?
Your recruitment website.
Yeah.
Right, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
everything on there. It's got the stories on there. It's got some great testimonials on there. And of course, they can actually sign up on there if they want to. So I like that now. I think it's really slick. It's really good. It's a good read.
Yeah.
Got a bit of everything on
Yeah.
there. So if you're only going to send one, send them that.
Yeah, because I'm sending one that I've now found that doesn't link anymore. So
Yeah, so get that. I mean, again,
Yeah.
I still love the fact that I've got my own domain name pointed to that. And I think that does make it look really, more professional. You can all do that. You buy a domain name for a few quid. But mine is called Money Forever, which is quite cool. So moneyforever.co.uk, and that takes them straight to my recruitment page, which is, quite nice, but it just makes it a bit less fiddly and stuff. So just think about that. If they're not expensive, you might just find a domain name that you could use and then just point it to your recruitment website. It's just easier to give out then, isn't it?
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
to people or whatever. It's just easier than going to whatever it is. I
But
don't
that's a
know.
different language to me. I don't know what a domain name is.
Google domain names. You'll come up with something like 123 reg or names go, or there's a few different ones, and it will say choose your domain names. Yours could be Claire Colgan, clairecolgan.co.uk.
Oh, so it's just like an email address. Just
It's a website.
Website,
It's
nice.
the name of a
Yeah.
website, but then you can just direct it directly to your utility warehouse partner page.
clever.
So it's
Very
good.
clever.
Makes it much easier. Brilliant. All right. Well, thanks for joining me this evening. I hope you're all right. Have a really good week.
Thank
Okay.
you. You too.
Team meeting Monday night. So team meeting Monday night, 7 o'clock. So that really is for everybody.
Yeah.
So sorry, Julie.
That was what you were going to give us as homework to promote the team meeting.
Thank you. That was it. Yeah. So when you're doing all those calls, get them to the team meeting. So team meeting 7 o'clock. It'll be an hour. Shush, stop squabbling. And the dogs, not the kids. And yeah, we'll make sure that we get everybody fired up. But I don't want to just be talking to you lot, and that's really rude of me, I know. But really try and get some new people on there because they need
We're
to
not
meet each
offended.
other. We might even put some breakout rooms, or I don't know. We'll just do something. We just want to get them feeling part of something, don't we? So the more newbies we can get on here, the better.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Barry, how are you?
Yeah.
Are you still struggling, Barry?
I'm all right.
So,
I've only got another 9 days of this.
9 days
nine more
left.
days.
God.
You're on the
Yeah.
final countdown.
Well, hopefully. That's if I get a letter saying I can have it off.
Oh, bless
Bless
you.
you.
Not nice. Not nice. Rubbish.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right. Well, have a nice rest of the evening, everyone, and I will catch up with you all soon.
Okie dokie. Yeah.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.